All right. Hello once again. This is Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College. And as part of the Rankin Technical College Application and Website Development, or AWD1100 Programming Fundamentals with C# class, I've been creating a series of video presentations based on the PowerPoint slides for the textbook we're using for the class, that book being Murock's C# 7th edition that you can see on the screen now. I have finished what I'm doing, at least for now, for section 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'm on section 5. All right, what I said I'd like to do in this particular tape is to go through this document right here. Now, I have saved it, and I've saved it as a Word document just because I think it's a little easier to read. All right, so I'm assuming that we will go and install XAMPP as a class. So that's step 1. So that is done. Step 2, they tell you to start all of them, including FileZilla. I don't see the need to have FileZilla going, so we've already done that. Open the browser and type either localhost. I showed you 3 ways of doing it. You can say localhost/phpMyAdmin. You can say 127.0.0.1 /phpMyAdmin, or you can come up here and click the admin when MySQL is running. That's the easiest way, in my humble opinion. And that starts up phpMyAdmin, which looks like this. All right. Then next, click on databases. Now I am going to do this. What I have been doing for the last 15 minutes is trying to take the database that we are given that is in pure SQL Server format. All right, it's about 1,000 lines long, as you can see, and I've been trying to convert it into something we can use for MySQL. All right, so we shouldn't have to do any of those. In fact, MMA Books is the name that they want you to use for the database. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to start by going into phpMyAdmin, all right, and clicking New, going to Databases, giving the name MMA Books, clicking Create. So there's MMA Books. That's our new table. I'm sorry, our new database. And now I'm going to see if I can start putting in, I don't know if this will work or not. Hopefully I didn't make any mistakes. You'll find out as I do this. The minus at the beginning just allows us to put in a comment. So I'll see how this works, or if this works. So we're going to create a table, and the first table we're going to create here, in fact, we should be able to do that right from here. So create table customers with all of these goodies in there. I'm going to click go. That worked. Wow. So in MMA Books, we now hopefully at least have a new table in there that's called customers. So that's the first one. Good start. Next, we're going to try to go in and create this. I think that we need to do this one first because there's invoices and invoice line items. So let's try to do invoice next. Again, if I have any errors in there, you're going to see them right away. Oh, it doesn't like number. All righty. Does it take decimal? It does. All right. Well, there can only be one auto column, and it must be defined as the key. Got it. All right, it took that. as I do this, I'm going to clean this up, and you're all going to get a copy of it. So this is a concatenated primary key, so this is not an auto increment, and it is not. So let's see. So this will have to be primary key, and then it is ILI invoice ID, ILI product code, if I did this correctly. And it doesn't like number, so we're going to change all those numbers to decimals. Okay, it took that. So I do have to go back into here and add one more paren. All right. Here's the next one. Now, gotta change those again. Hopefully that'll be it. All right. And finally, the states table. Oops, and I did not say this was primary key, stupidly on my part. And we had that concatenated primary key, product code. That should have said primary key here. And this one, the state code, should also say primary key. So we'll drop products and then re-add it. Or maybe we didn't do that one yet. Looks like we did. Drop table products. Yes, we're sure. Come back in and add it again with the primary key this time. That's good. And then finally, the last one is states. All right. So what we now have in here is I have created the schema for each one of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's, of course, I can't spell, I guess. That's fine. It says states with 2 S's at the beginning, which is ridiculous, but it's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 tables in here. Now, what I want to check is I want to go back to Chapter 19, and this is what I just built. Right here. There we go. We've got a customers table, an invoices table, a states table, an invoice line items table, an order options table, and a products table. All right. Now, I'm not going to be, some of this stuff is so screwed up from the way it's supposed to be. If you look at that, I've got to remove all of those IDs, and there are about more than 100 of them, let's put it that way. This one I should be able to actually do right now, so let's see. right here. There's our states. Okay. That'll fix those. Insert into states, state code, state name, values. Yes, values. Yeah, we don't like that. Try that. I have no idea if this will work. I am taping, which is probably stupid on my part, but it's okay. right, so I think I've now put in the state's information and find out very simply by typing in select star from states and running it. And there you see all that information. Now, I'm going to never finish this if I go through and have you watch me change all this stuff. So what I'd like to do is, just like I said, go through. So this table is now done, just that one. So I've got 5 more to go. All right. So I did go into databases. You saw me do that, create the database. All right. I went in and created the tables. There's 2 ways you can do that. I did it more the way that you see right here. In other words, I went in to the SQL window and actually ran the queries. Okay, rather than creating it from the thing itself. So you've seen that. So I created the table. You can look at the structure on each table. That's fine. It says now let's install Visual Studio. We've got that already installed. Now let's create a new project. Well, before we do that, I'm going to stop it right here. Now, I don't know where I am time-wise. I'm only at 19 minutes. So what I think I will do is, you can watch if you want or not watch if you don't want. But there's my states. I've got these products right here. So I'm going to change this. And see if I can do this one. I want to replace that with insert into products, and there will be product. Let me double check and make sure that what I name these things. Prod code, prod description, prod price, prod on hand quantity. So I use prod in front of all those. So it's prod code, prod description, prod unit price, and prod on hand quantity. We double check one last time. Prod code, prod description, prod unit price, prod on. That looks good to me. And I only want to make sure I'm changing them in here. So that's all I'm going to highlight. Replace all. All right, so those hopefully are done. Again, I want to remove this. So in here, I guess I can spell into. Boy, oh boy. So I want to replace I not with into. Fixes that. And then I want to replace n that. Just that. All right, that'll replace the first ones. I don't know why I've got that much in there, but I do. I didn't, they did it. So okay, these are our products. right, so hopefully I've got the products one done. So let's grab this one. We'll see. Now I need the semicolons at the end of each line, which I didn't put in. That should be all those, and it's not showing me any errors. So let me move that into here and see if that works. All right. So let's select star from products and look at that. Okay, so there are our products. Good, making some headway. So now I have completed the states table and the products table. Let's look at order options. I think that's a small one. Okay, I'm going to try to do this one by hand. Okay, we didn't put that in. Hopefully. So that would be the order options data, and there's only one record in there, which is nice. I'm going to grab that. Again, I have no idea if any of this stuff is going to work, so if stuff doesn't work, you're knowing why, is right when you're seeing it in action, so to speak. Okay, column count doesn't match row count. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I forgot to remove that 1 from the values. So that one's done. So I now have the order operations, the products, and the states finished. All right, what's next? This is these invoice line items. Not real long. I think I have to put the invoices in first, if I'm not mistaken. Boy, there's a lot of them. Good golly. And there's a lot of customers. All right, I'm going to do this on my own. Maybe write a little program or something to try to fix this up and get this done and shown to you by tomorrow. So hopefully when I come in tomorrow, I will have, because right now I have done states, order options, and products, and I have to do customers, invoices, and invoice line items. So I'll do those, come back and hit you with that tomorrow and show you quickly what I've done. Thanks.